Goku likes the music.
I got my feet on the door. I got my...
Alright, let's see. There we are. Hello, everyone. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And in true comic book fashion, this is Marvel Cinematic Universe review number 6.
Okay, hold up. Yes, Mr. Wolf, new movies do exist, but there's a lot of these I've not watched.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there.
Yeah, I've not seen like a lot of them.
Yeah.
For those new and those acting like Neo Beowulf in the chat, which shouldn't you have a live stream of your own at wrapping up right about now?
He must have wrapped up earlier.
What we are doing is a comprehensive movie by movie review in release order from the very first one, Iron Man, all the way up to the newest one coming out next month, Avengers Infinity War. A total of, I believe, 19 movies over the course of about 7 weeks is about what it's done. Probably the biggest, most ambitious project of UNN since...
No, I'm not going to do that.
The Spoiling Dead. What do we got?
Stop living in the past. I'm not doing that.
This is all movies that people haven't seen, and we're probably... It's no different than me watching those Disney movies that we
Right?
reviewed.
Well, he probably thinks the same thing.
Yeah,
He probably does.
those movies I've probably only seen like 2
What's
of
that?
them really before I even started watching any of these.
We've done new movies. We did Black Panther,
Yeah.
I haven't watched
literally
that yet.
last month.
We
I
did
watched
Guardians of
that.
the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh, well, I forgot about those. Okay, yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah, we did Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Have we done any new movies that...
We did It.
Yeah, we did. We did a movie review of it. We've done...
I still have not seen that either.
Holy crap, we actually need to sit down and do a review with Sarah on that one, because that was a dang good movie.
I know.
My nephew has seen it before I have.
Regardless, the Avengers.
Well, you know.
The Avengers
Anyway,
basically picks up where all the other movies leave off. Oh, special thanks to Radio Cult for our theme music.
Yay. Thank you,
Which
guys.
is super awesome. And we also do have a separate song for Saturday Night Crew that we're going to debut this coming Saturday night. And we also have a new song that we just got approved by Radio Cult that we're going to be using during our Spoiling Dead reviews on Sunday nights. So anyway, what's going on in the chat right now?
So who won the date with Single Sarah, and is she still Single Sarah?
I am still single.
She's still Single Sarah, as she introduced
Yes.
5 years
herself.
going strong.
A lady named Holly won, and they hung out a little bit at Connuga. And
That's about it.
Yep, that was pretty much it.
That
So,
was about it.
Yeah.
yeah,
I got
'cause,
one picture of them.
I
Well,
like guys, so just FYI.
what-
Yes, it was a friendly date.
Yeah,
There
it-
wasn't nothing romantic.
And it-
Sarah's not lesbian or bisexual or any other label.
It was one of those things that, where before the contest even really got rolling, we were like, hey, you can hang out, we'd like to get some pictures and stuff. But as far as like feeling obligated, like if you just spending the day with us and hanging out with Sarah all freaking day, if that's not your thing, if you want to go do your other stuff, feel free. And that was the case. She dropped by for our big panel where me and Amber got engaged and came by the table several times over the course of the weekend. But she was cool, pretty much doing her own thing. So we were like, okay, cool. It was an experience. You win tickets.
Shut up, go
For the experience
I feel
that-
like we kept pretty busy that weekend anyway.
We
We
were
did.
really
We were
busy.
insanely busy. That's, Goku is awesome. So let's get to this movie, why don't we? Which our movie
Not
review of the
this.
Avengers is streaming in full 1080p high definition, thanks to our awesome new computer. I think, what is that, a Stark Industries special?
You wish.
Anyway.
You wished it was.
It's like, so Jarvis, pull up Neo Beowulf's greatest hits.
No, we don't have Jarvis. We have Cortana.
Yeah.
I am so lost in this conversation.
It's fine.
All right. So anyway,
Can we talk about
yeah,
the movie?
the Avengers picks up where all the other movies leave off. We end up getting Loki shows up and really
Starts
screws
raising
up.
some hell.
Yeah, he
That's
screws
what he
up the shield
does.
base. Takes the Tesseract, the little cosmic cube that was featured in Captain America fairly prominently. Runs off with it. Mind controls a bunch of people and uses it to open up a giant portal.
With all these aliens come
Yep.
through.
That is the very, very, very condensed version.
I
Probably.
mean, there's no reason to really not give the condensed version.
Well,
There's a
my
lot of fighting.
favorite subplot in the movie was the Agent Coulson thing where Captain America was his hero growing up.
That
And he had
was
those
cute.
trading cards, and Loki kills him, and that ends up being the thing
Yeah.
that brings the team together.
That Nick Fury faked. The cards were in the locker. He faked it.
Yes, but still.
Yeah, but they were still his, though, right?
Yeah, they were still
And
his.
the entire
but
death was totally done away with the introduction of the show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that came out like 6 months later where Coulson was alive again. They used alien technology to bring him back to life.
Oh, that's
What?
lame too.
But they also act like in the movies, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't going on. I don't really know how that, because the movies affect the TV show, but the TV show does not affect the movie.
That's the biggest bunch of bullshit I ever heard in my
Like
life.
there are a lot of issues in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like all kinds of crazy stuff. The Inhumans pop up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all this other stuff, but it doesn't affect the movies. But the movies can have like a huge battle in Washington, D.C. or something, and then they're like, on the next Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we're cleaning up after Thor Dark World. You know, and they're like, okay, Agent Coulson's walking around there, and nobody seems to notice that, you know. Of course, he was kind of like a background player anyway. Nobody ever really noticed him. Nobody noticed him until he popped up with a briefcase saying, hey, we need you to read this file.
Is Agents of
maybe-
S.H.I.E.L.D. worth watching?
Sounds like it's not to me after thinking
Agents
that.
of S.H.I.E.L.D. Here's the thing. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a really good show for like the first 2 seasons. I watched every bit of it, the first 2 seasons. I kind of got away from it when I quit having cable. And they started getting kind of complicated because they revealed that the Inhumans were a thing. And a lot of the members started becoming Inhumans. And it just, to me, it just kind of went crazy. But actually, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just celebrated their 100th episode. So it's still going. I haven't really paid attention to it lately. I think it's on like the 4th or 5th season. And
Beowulf ditched us for Bob's Burgers.
hey, whatever, man.
So y'all have fun. Bob's
I've
Burgers
never-
I
time.
totally understand that.
Alright.
Adventure time.
He needs to watch Rick and Morty is what he needs to do.
He probably two shits.
But yeah,
But anyway.
I like, that's like my favorite subplot, even though Nick Fury did kind of exaggerate a little.
Yeah.
The basic thing was still there. I mean, yeah, you know, Captain America was his hero and all that stuff. So that's like my favorite subplot.
I
And
will say that the guy that played the Hulk in this movie did do a better job.
you think so?
I think so.
I like this whole bit. I mean, not that I don't like Edward
Yeah, not that I
Norton,
didn't like
but
the other guy, but he did
Edward
better.
Norton.
He fits it
Yeah.
better to me. He does.
What
He does.
What do y'all think about the Hulk suddenly out of nowhere becoming Smart Hulk? Or Smarter Hulk?
Well, okay, well,
I
how
mean,
much...
I think it's not boiling down to he became smarter. He became more able to control it.
That too.
Through
I-
work. I'm sure he's meditated
Yes.
and worked at it and just really...
So-
I think that's part of him working on controlling it is
how...
smarter.
Okay, he's working on controlling it, but how... This is in the same movie. He nearly tore the helicarrier apart.
Okay, and
Do you think out of control Hulk would have totally brought it down?
probably,
That is a good point.
probably.
Because...
He just brought it down.
So how much time has passed since the previous movie, or the last time he had like a really big
I'm guessing a couple of months.
months?
I think...
But I'm sure he trained hardcore for months on it, you know.
Oh, yeah. Because it was like Iron Man and then Incredible Hulk happened right after that. But you could tell that sometime between Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2, or sometime right after Iron Man 2, they shut the project down. because they realized that Tony wasn't with it and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Sometime after Iron Man 2, but before the Avengers, and I mean that had to have been a lot of time. I mean not a lot, but I'm guessing between 2 and 6 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you start, like Iron Man, wasn't it Iron Man 2 and Thor happened practically back to back. So, yeah, I don't know. It's really, I mean, I'm sure somewhere there's like an analysis done and they can give you an exact number, but
I'd like to know like timelines and stuff. I'm just
I'll tell you what, we'll get together a little bit earlier before Saturday Night Cruise Saturday and we'll record a video. I'll do a little bit of research between now and then.
Cool.
And we'll throw something together.
You
We will explain to everybody.
Between FarleyCon and Saturday Night Crew, we're going to do a video.
We might even do it at FarleyCon. Who knows?
Okay.
I'll have something put together, I promise.
Okay, you do that. I ain't trying to cram nothing else in our schedule Saturday.
So, no, I personally have never watched the Disney Avengers cartoon.
There's Disney Avengers?
This movie was made... This movie is technically a Disney movie.
Yeah.
But there is actually a Disney Avengers cartoon.
Yeah, it's animated.
I'm not. It's not like a musical number or anything. It's
No.
like legit Avengers cartoon, like X-Men was or something.
It's
But
okay.
it's
I've
just
watched
made
it.
by Disney. Oh, you've seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. It's
I work with children. Of course, I've seen it.
pretty decent.
It's okay. It ain't my favorite.
Okay.
Transformers was way worse though.
What? Old school? Or?
No, the new ones, the rescue bots. I can't stand them.
See? Yeah, old school. Old school.
Yeah, Goku's excited for Fortnite.
Fortnite Mobile. I do not see me trying that. That seems like a battery killer. Just saying.
Yeah, but it would be.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So everybody's favorite scene in the Avengers.
Golly.
I gotta say, in this, believe it or not, I always thought that the Thanos reveal in the after credit scene, or the mid credit scene, I always thought that was it. I didn't know until just a few months ago that there was a after credit scene in the Avengers where they were sitting around eating at the restaurant. That right there is the first time I've ever seen it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like I knew that it was there, but I've never sat down and watched it.
Oh.
I liked when Black Widow hijacked that little thing and she was flying. That was pretty cool.
They did a really good job of introducing her. Well,
I like
she
that.
had already been shown in the movie. And was
Which
this
one was
this wasn't her first? She was in
No,
Incredible Hulk.
she
wasn't
was in the Hulk, I believe.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Or was it Iron Man?
Iron Man 2.
I don't know.
That's what I meant. 'Cause
I
didn't watch the first
don't
one.
know.
Anyway, y'all continue.
I really want to say it was Iron Man too, though.
It might have been.
I think it was.
She was
Oh, she did because she was. He didn't know that she was Black Widow. She showed up as like some kind of lawyer or something.
Yes.
And then she got into the ring with his like assistant buddy, and she like put him down on his back.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so she was in Iron Man 2. That's where I'm not even gonna bother looking that up now because I know it.
My favorite scene is when Loki says, "I have an army," and Tony says, "We have a Hulk." That is a pretty good one.
Or the part where Hulk just beat the unholy hell out of Loki.
That's
That was great.
I could always watch that over and over again.
Or like when Captain America is like pointing out Jaws, he goes Hulk smash.
Yes, and he smiles. Oh,
Oh,
somebody
man.
who's like big and green, he has the cutest smile. It's hilarious.
Like I'll say, believe it or not, Avengers, like historically over the past, I mean, this movie's what, 6 years old now? Almost 6 years old. And this movie, historically for me, has not been one of my favorites. I didn't care for it when it first came out. But now...
I'm gonna be honest, I snoozed through about 30 minutes of it, and I really wasn't that interested. But once the real action started happening, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, see, the big
Because-
battle is what I didn't care for when I first watched it.
That's what brought this movie up for me. Because I'll be honest, really and truly, Civil War is so much better than this movie.
Well, of course,
I'm
There's
just saying,
all
it's a
your
better
good-
storyline too.
Yeah.
But not that this storyline was crappy. It just
I mean-
wasn't my favorite.
All Civil War was Avengers 2.5. Honest to God, that wasn't really a Captain America movie per se. That was an Avengers
And
movie.
they introduced other characters that were in this one.
All the characters had already been introduced except for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was funny.
Ant-Man had already been introduced. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, Quicksilver wasn't there.
haven't
Oh,
I was like, wait a minute.
Scarlet Witch, Vision, Ant-Man. Okay, the Wasp wasn't there yet.
Goku wants to know when Iron Man 3 is.
Iron Man 3 is the next movie.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because Tony Stark's having all kinds of PTSD issues about going through that portal.
He asked, have you seen
so-
The Gifted on Fox? But
No,
no,
I've actually had a lot of people ask me about that, and Mark even told me about it. I'm going to look at our schedule.
What is The Gifted? What is that about?
It is a X-Men universe
Oh, okay.
TV show that has a lot of X-Men characters in it
Okay.
that I'm not really sure why I've not watched it yet.
didn't know it
Our
was a
next
thing.
movie will be Iron Man on Monday the 19th, 1 week from today.
Okay.
So we're going a full week without a Marvel movie,
That's
and
right.
that is actually going to be the longest break that we have for the next 2 months.
That's great.
Because there's going to be a couple of times where we have like 2 movies in 3 days kind of thing. So
Okay. That's
really
fine.
enjoying that schedule there.
I was looking at something. But anyway.
But yeah, right now,
Let's finish the review and then I'll ask this question.
okay. I'm gonna give Avengers 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9
I
too.
know.
I was gonna give it an 8, but the battle really picked it up for me, like I said. And that was a 9. It was really good.
I actually,
When they finally came together and quit fucking fighting, it got good. Like, it was funny at first, and then it just got old. I was just like, oh, God. Would y'all please grow up?
I enjoyed when Tony and Thor were like fighting back and forth. It was so childish, but it was funny.
It
at the
was
same
pretty
time.
funny.
It's like they wouldn't stop.
they're both egomaniacs.
They are. They are.
You can't just fix that over the course of a couple hours.
No.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna have to really work together and like have some tragedy happen to bring everybody together. Captain America, he was good the whole time. He wanted to focus on the task at hand, get
He
rolling.
did. I mean, because he was military.
Yeah.
You know, before he was frozen, he was military. So,
And he was willing to pretty much give up anything just to be able to help the world, basically.
yeah, because he grew up in a time where that's what you did.
Yeah.
And to be unfrozen at a time where people don't do that anymore, really.
Culture shock.
Yeah.
I liked it when what's his name, Thor,
Yeah.
was talking about his brother, and he goes, "Oh, adopted." That was a good part too.
Just seriously ask me which is
Just
better,
joking.
DC or Marvel?
Yes, that's why I said
What?
let's rate the review and then we'll
Oh.
ask that question.
Okay, I thought you had a question.
No.
Okay.
I would have to see DC movies too, but I don't know. I don't. Like I said in that one review, I don't sit there and categorize. I just like movies.
Pretty much.
Here's the thing, in the overall sense of things, I like Marvel, hands down. There have been times where Marvel dips and DC gets a little better, both in comic books and movies. But over the past 10 years, Marvel has been on top 95% of the time. So, yes, I vote
Why
Marvel.
would you wonder that?
It's okay.
I vote Marvel. I like their characters better. I like their storylines better. I like their movies better. About the only thing DC does better is TV shows. And even that is kind of iffy lately. What about
I've seen-
Inhumans? I've not watched the Inhumans TV show, and don't really plan on it.
I can't believe he gives us a 2.
What?
Lame.
I don't know why you would do that, but hey, it's your opinion.
Lame, Goku. Lame.
I'm not gonna answer that question on the air.
Oh, yeah. I showed Sarah, and that's why she was like, why would you wonder that? It's like, it's Goku.
Probably about like there was a time, March of 2003. Yeah, my favorite NASCAR driver won his first race, and for some stupid reason, I promised Nick that I would jump into our pool, and it was about 38 degrees outside,
Good job.
Silly.
and
Good
he
job.
won.
Uh-huh.
And so, in my excitement, I just
Went for it.
jumped into the pool, and the
Immediately
water
regret
was
it.
probably 45,
Oh,
and it
jeez.
like kind of took my breath, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm done." And then he jumped in with me. And I was like, "Yeah." And then I got out and went in and took a hot shower. So probably like that. I just gonna say that was
What are
Captain
some
America.
DC movies? I can't think of any other than like the Batman ones.
Batman, Suicide
Yeah.
Squad,
That's right.
Man of Steel, Batman
Haven't
vs
seen that.
Superman,
Haven't seen that one.
Wonder Woman.
Haven't seen that one.
Green Lantern.
Haven't seen that one.
Justice League.
Haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a bunch of DC movies
I
either.
hadn't
That's,
either, but I would like to.
that's something we'll have to
Yeah, I haven't.
I
tackle
do want to
eventually.
do that. Because it's not that I don't have an interest, it's just. Well, now we're doing these.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we always got something going on.
We got stuff, but yeah, I mean, this is a good movie. I like it, and I'm really looking forward. Like Iron Man 3, maybe I'll prove myself wrong because this is
Because that has happened.
Iron Man 3 is like again historically my least favorite Marvel movie. It is like hands down my least favorite. Maybe we'll watch it again in a week, and it'll be
You'll feel different about
better.
it. And you might. That's happened before. You've watched something again, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this isn't as bad as I remembered it to be.
And
Or
interesting.
it's not as good as I remembered it to be.
Interestingly enough, Iron Man 3 has a Chattanooga reference in it, and we will
What?
cover that when
Oh, yay.
review the movie.
That's cool.
yeah.
Chattanooga.
Let's just say a lot of local people were bitching about that movie when it came out.
Oh,
So-
God, of course they were.
Yeah. So anyway, anybody got anything else?
Nah, let's wrap this.
Green Lantern sucked ass, but I can't say that it did because I haven't seen it yet. So I really want to see it because it's got Ryan Reynolds in it, and he had to have made.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
If it was a bad movie, he had to have made it at least watchable.
Yes.
That's true.
It's probably the only Ryan Reynolds movie I've never watched.
So
Anyway.
anyway, let me get that theme music rolling, and
Yay.
anyway,
How about I'm Lonnie?
that's what I'm about to
You
do.
look like you're spaced out.
No, I'm just kind of like, kind of sort of watching it, you know. All right, anyway, I'm Lonnie,
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
and we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. This has been the Avengers review, Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. This was number 6 in a series. Continue with us as we review a movie every few days until Avengers Infinity War releases on April 27th, and we will be doing a review the night of the release. Everybody have a good rest of the night, and we'll see everybody we'll be back tomorrow night for some gaming or something like that. Wednesday night's the X-Files, Saturday FarleyCon, and then Saturday Night Crew after that. We'll see everybody later.